Here it goes. Yeah. Let him hear you, folks. Let him hear you. Come join us as we take you on a trip from the practice pen to the show arena and let you listen in as top trainers prepare their students to compete in the Western industry's most exciting equine sport. And you'll learn what it takes to become a top weekend cutter. Just relax, Robert.
Very good, Chase. Keep pushing on that horn, bud. Outside leg just a little. There you go. Stay up. Back up. Stay up. There you go. Good. Don't lean. There you go.
People from all walks of life can find a place in our sport.
I'm Dr. Glenn Blodgett from the 4 Sixes Ranch here in Guthrie, Texas, and I highly recommend Alfalfa Cubes from Manzanola, Colorado. The thing I can tell you about this Top of the Rockies cube is it's the most consistent form of alfalfa I've ever been able to purchase. We feed this in the pasture on the ground some, we feed it in the lots. It really does meet all the nutritional needs. I couldn't recommend any hay source any higher than I can this Top of the Rockies cube.
Hi, I am Kathy Reiserfoot. My husband Jonathan and I have insured with Roger Peters Livestock for over 30 years. Our most recent issue was I was showing our mare. We were sitting 4th in the world and she tore a suspensory. Our insurance coverage is the reason we were able to continue on with Lola. And I so appreciate Roger Peters Livestock Insurance.
Hey folks, welcome to the show this week. We want to welcome everybody to this episode brought to you by Manzanola Feeds. When you want to get your hands on some of the best Colorado alfalfa you could possibly buy, be sure and go to manzanolafeeds.com. They can sure hook you up and at least hook you up with a dealer close to you. Now let's start this week off with Scott Martin. He's up in Bellevue, Idaho, but we caught up with him in Denver, Colorado at the NCHA's 4 Sixes Western Nationals. Let's go find Scott.
I'm Scott Martin from Bellevue, Idaho, and we're here with Gina McDonald and Stella Sweetenlow. She's made the finals of the 15,000 novice non-pro. We're going to get ready and work our horse and get him ready for the finals. Gina, tell us about your horse a little bit.
We got Stoli, as we nicknamed him, when he was 2 years old at the Fort Worth Preferred Sale for 2-year-olds, and we've been having a lot of good years with him since his 3-year-old year. He's won a lot of championships. He's placed reserve in monies. I think he's around $90,000 won now. He's tall, but he gets down in front of a cow, so it's kind of a surprise for people to see how well he works and how cowy he is. That's about it. He's just a great horse to have.
All right, well, we're going to go in and work some cattle a little bit and get ready for tonight.
Okay.
There you go. Good. Hard. That a girl. Good. That's the way you got to ride him, just like that right there. Go. Good. Hard. There. Hard. Good, there. Perfect, all right, let's cut another. Good, just right. Keep him getting broke off just like that right there. You just gotta grind him over there and he'll go. Good, there you go. Good, there you go, perfect. There you go. All the way, atta girl, all the way. Be ready with that right foot. There you go. Right foot, atta girl. Good, down. There, like that. All right, let's quit right there. Awesome, very good. Good. He's gonna be better the harder you use him over there, the more he's gonna go hit that stop. If he trickles over there, he's gonna maybe trickle the stop and just kind of come around. So you gotta send him over there and then get down on him.
Yeah, just like you did.
Just like that. So he gets a little, ready. All right, well, that was really good work. How do you feel about that?
Really good, but he could be down a little more.
Okay.
He just felt a little too edgy.
All right, well, good. All right, well, we'll get him loped down and we'll be ready to go.
Okay.
All right, good luck
Thank
tonight.
you.
Okay, make sure you get way up there. Keep coming. Keep coming. Last cow. Okay, drop. All the way. Come on. Stay against him. Keep using him. Keep stopping that cow. Go. All the way. Straight down. There you go. Keep stopping that cow. Stopping that cow. There you go. Good. Okay, same thing. Very nice. Push up, let it see you, push up, 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 drop. Okay, a little further, good. Stay up. Up. Down, go. There you go. Go, stay up, stay up. Right there. 46. 38, maybe up top here. Let's come up here. Either one, whatever stays, whatever stops, whatever stops. Good, up in it a little bit, go with it. Hey. Okay, drop. Read that cow, use him. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Stay right there. Down, go. All the way. Atta girl. Down, down, go. Atta girl. Good.
Well, folks, that was it for Scott Martin. If you need to get a hold of him, Facebook is always a great place to get a hold of Scott Martin, Cutting Horses. Now we're going to do something kind of special. We did this years ago, and it was kind of a funny spoof. When you're out there cutting, you know, you've got a dozen things running through your mind. One of those things being which cow to cut. And we did a segment years ago with quite a few of them, and over the years we can gather up lots of cow descriptions. So stay tuned. This is our newest version of What Cow Now? Folks, if you've ever rode to the herd in a herd of cattle expecting some guys to help you, and at that last moment, right as you're driving them out, you think, what cow did he want me to cut?
The prettier headlight?
That's the black cow with the smear across her side.
The dead-haired cow with the white navel. Rub's cow right there on top.
Right here on top, black fuzzy cow. There's a black white belly. Gray streak.
Here's the buttonhorn brown tears.
Fat black cow on the right side right here.
The cow over there on the side with Paul is black with brown shoulders, and it'll be fine.
Kevin's got the white belly, white swish cow over there.
With a little bit of crap on her tail.
There's a black cow, kind of fuzzy, has one hay sprig on the left shoulder.
This is the real crappy shoulder brown cow.
Dirty headed headlight.
And there's her black eyebrow.
Here's the dirty white.
Oreo's up there. And that's the white rough saddle right there.
Is the little white horn cow with manure on its neck over there?
That dirty back white cow.
Redneck's fine. Remember our black eyebrow with the dead hair?
And then there's one that's just got one spot of crap right here on his head.
The funny-headed one.
And there's a hayback black cow right in the middle there.
Hey, and look for that clip-ear cow.
Right there's your white cow with the streaks on her side. Yeah, the little short, real short cow.
Black white face. Black baldy white legs, yellow bramer, and scrub eye. Brown cow, then a real black fuzzy cow with a lot of dirt, fuzz and dirt on its black.
You see the crappy-backed one?
We need the fatter one.
Remember the black cow with smear back that had the notch in the right ear, at the top of the right ear?
The left ring-eye baldy for sure.
I wouldn't mind cutting that big black cow with the spot of manure right in its forehead.
The yellow with its head down.
Tan cow right over here.
Red bramer.
Not the gray, cut something black.
This nub horn cow right here on top.
The bigger horn cow,
Black nub horn cow in there.
The black cow with the big tip on its tail.
The little Texas-looking headlight cow.
The white cow on the very top.
So the black, white face.
Yellow cow.
We're gonna cut the black and pink and purple cow. Kenny, I'm just messing with Kenny. He's not liking it though.
Oh, that makes much more sense. Now I know what cow you want me to cut. See, there's no reason for any confusion. Well, I tell you what, we are honored to have a man like Rick Mowry in the studio with us. Rick, my good friend, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Rick's judged more cuttings than I've ever been to, so he's the perfect person to bring into the studio to talk about particular penalties. This You Be the Judge segment is designed to show cutters what some of the penalties that happen to us in the show pen, and I guarantee you every one that we'll show you, I've done a half a dozen times. So it's normal. We have to, as cutters, recognize and correct the things that we're doing in the show pen. Sure. So this one is concerning reining penalties or touching the reins during a run. So we're going to watch one real quick, and then we're gonna talk about it, Rick.
Okay.
This is what we're going to talk about right after we go to commercial.
Sounds good.
The rural American lifestyle. It's how we work, and it's how we play. It's how we learn and how we enjoy the finer things in life. How we take care of our animals and tend to the land. It's a way of life. Has been for hundreds of years. Now there's a whole new way for rural America to watch TV. How would you like to live closer to the Will Rogers Coliseum than anyone in Weatherford, Texas? Thanks to the new Chisholm Trail Parkway, Cleburne to Fort Worth is just 25 minutes. This resort-style saltwater pool area was designed with thoughts and memories of floating the Frio River in Concan, Texas, with the relaxing atmosphere of the finest resorts in Cancun, Mexico. Definitely built for entertaining. The horsemen will appreciate all pipe fencing and turnouts with water and shelter to support a broodmare and foal operation. Lots of outbuildings, working pens, alleys, and traps for working cattle and keeping horses tuned. And a great big round pen with terrific footing for getting them ready to go show. Beautiful 20-acre fertilized Bermuda grass hay meadow that yielded 94 rolls at the first cutting. The main home with metal roof is all Austin stone and cedar trim. 4 bedrooms, lots of custom tile, wood floors throughout, crown molding, heat pump system, the list goes on. The large dining area sits next to a huge kitchen with more cabinets than you can shake a stick at. With a huge office, big yard, beautiful views, and lots of shade trees. For your little piece of Texas, contact Stephanie Cordaway and Keller Williams. Rick, now that we're back on commercial, we're going to talk about this.
Well, she reached up, and from that angle, it's hard for me to tell whether she actually touched it or not, but she's putting herself in a position for a judge to make that call.
You know, that's our sport. It's hands down, one-handed. You are allowed to straighten your reins. Maybe explain that a little bit.
Right. You can straighten the reins as long as you're stopped in the body of the cattle, or anytime you can stop and straighten your reins.
Right.
But riding up through the herd, you can flip the tail of your reins with no penalty. But if you reach up and grab that other rein in any way and straighten them with two hands, that's a 3-point penalty.
Now, and there's a fine line. You personally, by looking at this, and we're going to show you one more clip. This is from the same run, the same rider.
Well, there it looks like she gets a hold of it, but as soon as she touches it, she realizes what she's done. And like I said, she's just putting herself in that position to get that penalty against her. It's tying a judge's hands. And in a 5-judge system, you're going to get some call it and some not.
Right.
And then they're going to go in and review it and determine whether it's there or it's not there.
And may get a little more leniency at the weekend level, you know.
Sure.
But concerning both of these incidents in the same run, let's take a look and see what our rule book actually reads.
All right.
Rule 43B, the rider shall hold the bridle reins in one hand. A 3-point penalty shall be assessed if the rider's second hand touches the reins for any purpose other than to straighten the reins while returning to the herd after working a cow.
Black and white.
So, you know, just out of habit, reaching up and touching the reins is a 3-point penalty.
It's a 3-point penalty, you know. She didn't mean to do it. It's just a reaction. It's something you don't even think about doing. You just do it.
And I know this rider's family, and they all are horseback. They run a cattle feedlot. They're day workers. This is just something that's used to done. But when you get into cutting, you have to remember it's a one-handed.
One-handed.
Well, thank you, Rick, for explaining that. Hopefully, this can help a rider identify the penalty and prevent it. Now let's get back to the action. Hey folks, people been wanting to know, what's this Roku? This is people wanting to watch Farm and Ranch TV and all the great shows that we've got launching on that new network, like Cuttin Up and Van Hargis's show and Trey Young's show and Oklahoma State University's Sun Up and Reaper Archery and Man vs. Elk and Carolina Hoofbeats and just lots of great shows. Colorado in the Wild. We've got more shows coming, but people want to know about this Roku streaming television. And a lot of my old cowboy friends, you know, when I tell them Roku, they gotta get that puppy dog look, like, what? Roku, R-O-K-U, Roku television. It's a streaming television. It's, you know, you've heard about Netflix and Hulu Plus and all these new great ways to watch television. A lot of the cable and satellite companies do not want you to know this information. This is killing them as far as subscribers. More and more people are figuring out that they can watch all this great television and don't have to buy a big, huge package from one of the cable or satellite companies. First thing you do, if you don't have one of these new smart TVs, a lot of these smart TVs come with Roku in them already from the manufacturer. I didn't have one. Easiest thing to do is go down to your local Walmart. As soon as you pull in the parking lot, say hi to the greeter that works there at Walmart, go straight back to the entertainment section where they sell the TVs. And if you don't find it, then ask one of the folks in those blue vests, where's the Roku streaming television? They'll show you right where it's at. Roku One, you know, is only about 49 bucks, and it's all you need, except for go ahead, and trust me on this, go ahead and buy an extra 6-foot long HDMI cable. You'll thank me for that later. But when you get home, you open the box, you've got the Roku system in there. It's about like this. Plug in that HDMI cable into the back of it, plug the other end of it into the back of your television. Your television, more than likely, if it's within the last 10 years of being made, it's got an HDMI port. That's where you're going to plug it up. And then you come up with the home screen. As long as you've got a Wi-Fi signal at home, you're going to come up with the home screen for Roku. And that's where you'll use your remote, and you'll set yourself up as the user with a username, password, and all that good stuff. And it'll set you up with a credit card that way in case you want to subscribe to Netflix and HBO and Showtime, and there's thousands of channels there. Most of the top ones are going to have some kind of a little subscription rate, generally less than $5 or $6. But there's thousands of programs and channels there that are for free. So personally, I think we've got about 30 channels saved on ours at home, and we might be paying $20 a month for everything. But it's everything that I had on one of the big satellite packages that I was paying $200 a month for. And it's all in high def. It's great. It's great internet type signal. It's easy watching. Streaming television is the way to go. Once you get the system set up to you personally, then you will go to streaming channels. You'll notice I'll scroll down. Oop, went too far. To streaming channels. Now we'll click on that, and here's where we can go down and go to search channels. Then you're simply going to go over here, and you get to do this handy dandy typing and spelling. For instance, we're going to look for Farm and Ranch TV, so F-A-R, and see, it's already, we haven't even finished, but it's already up there, so we're going to go click on it. It's as easy as that to find Farm and Ranch TV. Then you just add the channel, and once you've added the channel, then you're going to click on it when you want to watch something, and as soon as it loads up, it'll start giving you all the different shows that are on it. In this case, you've got a number of shows you can watch. There's a number of episodes of Cuttin Up. There's Reaper Archery. Oklahoma State University's Sun Up TV. This is a great agricultural report that covers everything from farming to cow-calf operations. And then you've got our Floridian, Trey Young, American Horseman. Trey has got going to be having lots of episodes on Farm and Ranch TV. He's got one on there where he starts a 2-year-old on a cow in the cutting pen. And we got the Pepper Stewart Show. Ranch, rodeo, and randomness is what Pepper Stewart Show is all about. He's got a great following, lots of rodeo news. He has guests come in the studio from the rodeo world, from the country music world. And you got Van Hargis, Ride Every Stride. You know, Van's got shows coming on, and this is a great guy that does clinics around the country, and really may be able to help you. We've got some more stuff coming on, so just follow it. Go to Farm and Ranch TV. Then you can always go back if you had your fill of Farm and Ranch TV today. Like I said, there's Netflix, HBO, Showtime, the Discovery Channel, Hulu, A&E, History Channel. Myself, the one I've got at home, I've saved 3 or 4 Western channels where it's nothing but Western movies all the time. There's Home and Garden Television. There's literally thousands of channels that you can watch on this Roku system. Most of them are free, and gobs of them for under $4 or $5 a month. You know, so here's where you get to watch what you want to watch when you want to watch it, for what you want to pay for it. Instead of buying a big satellite or cable television package with, hundreds of channels that you never would watch, now you're going to customize your TV watching experience to fit your taste. On your Roku system, catch Farm and Ranch TV.
Symbiont helps us reduce, if not eliminate, our worries on EHV1, E. coli, Salmonella, Staph, Listeria, and H1N1. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. That What Cow Now was tons of fun to do. We've done that from coast to coast and took many years to gather up that many cow descriptions. I want to say a big thank you to Scott Martin Cutting Horses. If you're in that northwest area of the United States, look up Scott Martin on Facebook. He's a lot of fun to ride with. And a big thank you to Manzanola Feeds. Remember, if you want to get your hands on some of the finest Colorado alfalfa that you could feed your horses, visit manzanolafeeds.com. Well, folks, I hope you can join us next week. We'll be right here, cutting up.
Home on the range, this is not the same. If you can't cut it, then get out the ring. Stay behind the gate if you can't stand the flame. Let someone in there who knows the game. If you can't cut it, move out the way. Let me in there, get out my way.
Be sure and go to Cuttin Up TV's Facebook page and like us.